Ich war kein Thief Footballcast, we're here to light the fire. Spin facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And yeah, we actually got a lot of things to talk about today. So who knows, this might actually go past the hour, depending on how if we open it up to the chat. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. USC schedule has just released, and so it's looking pretty. It's a tough schedule. I think it's probably a top 10 schedule for in college football. And then we also have the Gary Patterson interview, or his press conference that happened today. And then we'll also talk some recruiting. We got a big recruiting weekend this Saturday, and also some recruiting updates in the rankings. The USC just got even better with this most recent updates in the rankings, and we'll talk about some of the Trojans that are going to the Super Bowl. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the guys. To the right of me, we got B Jones. How's it going, B Jones?
I'm blessed, baby. Fight on.
Fight on. And underneath us, we have Guns. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good, guys. Fight on.
And Christen, this time it was my fault that we were a little bit late. We were just talking and it was on me. That was on me. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and just give a quick shout out to the 4 Trojans that are in the Super Bowl, all for one team. We have Sam Darnold, who is the first USC quarterback to start in a Super Bowl. It's his second Super Bowl, but that was with the 49ers, and but he made a point to point that out to the media, which I thought was funny. But shout outs to Sam for being the first USC Trojan to be a starting quarterback in a Super Bowl, and also part of that stacked 2018 quarterback draft. He's the first quarterback to make it as a starter to the Super Bowl. So suck it, Josh Allen, and suck it, Lamar Jackson, you bum. But yeah, and then also we have Leonard Williams, Big Cat. He's in there after a long stint with the Giants. He's and the Jets too. I forgot. But he's now in the Super Bowl. And then also Uchenna Nwosu and Brandon Peely. So shout outs to them. Hopefully they can bring it home. And hopefully Sam can be the MVP this year. So, and then everyone can stop the little trash talk that they've been saying about Sam. Even still, some of these people like Ocho or Emmanuel Acho and freaking what's his name? What's that running back that was at Philly? I can't remember.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy's a bum. That guy can never give anyone credit. Like he, I don't know. He pisses me off. But yeah, shout outs to them. So, what are you guys' thoughts about the players that we have in the Super Bowl? B Jones.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, Sam Darnold is the first USC quarterback to even start in the Super Bowl. So we're all hoping and praying that he brings it home. I don't care if you are a Patriots fan, if you call yourself a USC fan, you better be rooting for Sam Darnold.
Facts.
So. Me, I always go with the team that has the most Trojans on it. So, Seahawks is who I'm going for. But yeah, I'm happy to see Sammy do it, man. He's caught a lot of hate. And as far as Acho, man, he has the worst takes ever on everything. So, I'm not worried about him. Shady McCoy too, man. They just sound like haters. But
they are.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about them. But yeah, man, Sammy got to bring it home, man. So we cheering for him here back at Troy. So. Bring it home, Sammy.
And shout outs to Christen here for the $5 donut. Guns, thanks for bringing the show back. We missed it. BC, we still buried in the snow. Yeah, it's rough out here. It was like -4 degrees this morning. So, but yeah. What about you, Guns? What are your thoughts about the Super Bowl? Are you rooting for the Seahawks right now? I'm assuming you are. I would hope you are.
Absolutely. I want them to bury the Patriots. I want it to be a blowout. I want it to be like the Seahawks Broncos game a while back. So I'm all for the Seahawks this game. It's crazy that Sam's the first QB to make it to the Super Bowl as a starter, right? It's so many QBs going into the NFL. That's pretty wild stat. It's just Seahawks are very, very balanced. Can't discredit obviously the Patriots defense. Offense is a little suspect in my opinion, but excited for this game. Really am.
Yeah, and I think he's like the fourth California quarterback to start in a Super Bowl. So shout out to him. But yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and talk. What do we want to talk about first? The schedule, the junior day. Do we want to talk about recruiting first, or what do you guys want to talk about?
Press conference.
Wait, what'd you say, B Jones? And
what'd you say?
No, I was gonna say recruiting. Go ahead, get recruiting out the way.
Okay, yeah, let's do that too.
All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about it here. Well, go ahead and talk about the junior day real quick, and then we'll talk about the updates and the stats or the rankings.
Yeah, did you want to mention the names? I mean, I can mention them unless you wanted to.
You go ahead and mention them. I don't have them.
All good. Yeah. So we have a good amount of people, juniors, coming to the junior day this weekend. So we have Noah Roberts out of Arizona. This is a good opportunity for him to get some FaceTime with our staff. He's pretty much in Oregon USC battle, I'd say. Another running back is Jeremy Adinja. I'm definitely going to butcher some of these names. Running back, I believe, out of Texas. This is a good opportunity for him. Wide receiver, Osani Giles. Wide receiver, Eric McFarland. This is somebody that we've kind of been picking up some steam with him. He's an IMG guy, so watch out for that. Quentin Hale, wide receiver. Wide receiver, Damani Warren. Offensive lineman, Lucas Rowe. Offensive lineman, Avery Michael. DB or commit Aaron Washington, DB Jalen Hill out of St. John Bosco. This is also somebody that's been picking up some steam. He was rumored to commit to Indiana, and basically us and some other schools basically told him, no, you're not committing. So I think that's a great sign. I think this is somebody that we're looking at potentially unofficially flipping, since he's, kind of been Indiana lean. Safety, Gavin Williams. Defensive lineman, Marcus Kakatu. I'm definitely butchering that name. Miles Smith, D lineman Miles Smith out of Inglewood, and then Miles Smith Edge out of Texas. They'll be visiting. And then lastly, Josiah Poyer, linebacker. This is a guy that's somebody who's just been rising up the ranks. A lot of big time programs have been offering him. So it's good to see that we got him or going to get him on campus. And, linebackers is obviously a big position group that we look to continue to get.
Yeah. And that's for the junior day, correct? Like they're going to be here for like the games and whatever. Yeah.
Junior day. Yeah. They'll be there for the day. Last year was a big day for us, right? I mean, that started the ball rolling with Jonas Williams, started with Tom, right? And some others. Like, this is definitely big for programs across the country to continue the relationships, get these kids on board and get them closer to obviously committing in the near future. So, big day this weekend.
It sucks that we're not getting honor to be on campus, and he chose to go to Cal for some reason.
Yeah, that one, it definitely sucks. Him and Duvay Williams are going to be going both to Cal. They were, projected to come to USC. It sounds like both of them haven't been to Cal, right? So I understand from that standpoint, right? They're trying to see what it's like out there. Tosh, new head coach, he's known for his recruiting, so I understand from that standpoint too, where he can talk a big game. I think we're definitely in a good position for both. So.
Yeah, I'm sure they've already had a good relationship with him when they were at Cal, or I'm not Cal, Oregon. So,
Chris, that's a good question. Yeah.
Let's see here, Guns. You think we're going back to back with number one classes?
I'm just gonna say no, just from the standpoint of the number of commits that we're projected to have. It's 15 to 20-ish. So I'm gonna say no. But I mean, definitely, we're gonna be up there. And we're looking to get some elite guys. I anticipate and expect. I think this class we're gonna see a lot more flips than this past class, because it's such a smaller class, right? We're gonna be more selective, more aggressive, in my opinion. So I don't think we'll get the number one class, but it's definitely going to be an elite class still.
Yeah. We pretty much signed two classes in one with this last class because this is a large class, 35 people. So, yeah. Anything you want to add on, B. Jones?
Nope. I agree with Guns as far as his answer to Chris's question. Yeah, just even if we were close, I mean, even if we did have the total points as far as per recruit, they'll find a way to make sure that one of these teams jumps us. So yeah, I highly doubt that we would ever get back to back again.
Do you think we'll be top 10?
I would say probably top 5, just based on.
Yeah, I was thinking, top 5, top 10.
Okay,
easy. I think again the average is going to be very high, right? So if you go from an average standpoint, maybe we're back to back number one classes, but yeah. So.
And to Kristen's question about the chains, I'm in the process of designing some new stuff, so we'll see.
Okay, nice.
We might debut some stuff here, but we'll see. But yeah, like it'll be nice if we can at least have a top 10 class. I know people will still freak out, say how come we can't have the number one class or whatever. But like Chad Bowden knows what he's doing, so I trust in what his idea for this program is going to be like. So, and before we move on from recruiting here, we're going to go back to the 2026 class. And so there's been some updates in the rankings, and we have a new number one player in all of the country, which is Luke Wafel. He jumped, but he didn't jump too far. Like he was fourth, but he went to 1. So he still took a huge leap in the rankings. But Gavin Williams Coach Gavin Williams brought him down to earth. He's like, hey, you're still, it doesn't matter what your ranking is when you come to USC at this point. So shout outs to them. But so Luke Wafel's number 1. Wingfield went from 38 to 11, and KDW apparently was unranked to 35, which is insane that he was unranked. And then Bowman has dropped from 32 to 43, so he lost his 5-star, which sucks. But we already know he's still the top tight end out there. And Vlad D took a huge leap. He went, or I think 247 has him a little bit lower, but he went from 68 to 44. Booby Feaster has stayed at 57. Rock Hill is still at 76. Deshaun went from 170 to 100, so he's in the top 100, which is great. Sean Alston is still at 130. Talanoa Ely, he's jumped up from 197 to 159. Jonas has dropped, which makes no sense. He's like one of the top players, at least one of the top quarterbacks. He broke records plenty of times, but it's whatever. He went from 147 to 166. Luke Weaver went from 211 to 204. Pepe has stayed at 260. Lockhart, they're punishing him for committing to USC. He dropped from 138 to 264, which makes no sense. Braden Jones has jumped. He went from 281 to 270. Tom was unranked as well, but he's at 274. Payne Dyer has went from 251 to 287, so he saw a drop as well. And Trent Mosley has earned his fourth star. He is now the 41st wide receiver in the nation, which makes no sense because he was clearly top 3 wide receivers in California. So,
Yeah.
but that is the new rankings, and of course, we're still number 1. Oregon dropped because for some reason Notre Dame got randomly 5 or 6 5-stars.
5, yeah.
So they had a huge jump, but still couldn't beat us in the rankings. We're still number 1 regardless. So, but yeah, any thoughts on the updates and the rankings, B. Jones?
Yeah. Well, first, let me say this: none of it matters anymore.
Yeah.
Like Gavin said, although he was being funny about it, he's telling the absolute truth. Nothing you did in high school is going to get you anything on the college level. It's all about what you do now, right? So that 5-star ranking is not going to get you that starting spot. You got to work for it. You have to take it, right? So, but yeah, as far as the rankings, man, of course we got some guys that still are wildly underrated, man. So. Which is a good thing. Let them use that as fuel going into the college career, and also, let them sleep. Let all the haters sleep. So.
We all know that if Tom was still committed to Oregon, he would have been like a 5-star,
for sure.
top 5, huh?
Yeah, he would have got that 5th star for sure. Jonas too.
Yeah, Jonas.
For sure, yeah.
Ely would have been up there. Yeah,
Yep.
Clearly there's a bias, but it is what it is. But yeah, what about you, Guns? What are your thoughts about the new rankings of these players?
Yeah, I mean, overall, most of them went up, which is great to see. Just for clarification, if anyone's wondering about the unranked, it just means they were outside of the top 300. So they, still ranked, but just, again, outside of that 300, which is still crazy in itself. But, yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is the Trent Mosley, in my opinion. I mean, that's just crazy. 41st wide receiver. The guy was with the California Player of the Year, right? I mean, that California is the best state for football. So, yeah, I think that just is crazy to me outside of all the crazy things. And then obviously the big drop with Lockhart, I don't get it. The guy just continues to go down for some reason. So, I mean, he'll show it obviously in college, and like Bijan said, right now's the time where these things truly don't matter. But yeah, definitely it's interesting. So.
Yeah. And when was the last time USC had like 2 top or 2 5-star defensive linemen in a class? We've had 5-star defensive linemen, but like we haven't had like these top players like this in a class. And
yeah,
codified. I don't think it's.
I think it was like 2 5-stars, like 2017, 28. I don't know. I saw some. Could be wrong on the year, but it's been a while. For sure. So
yeah, we've had 5-star like safeties or cornerbacks or whatever, but like defensive linemen, it's been a while. So that's good that Coach Henney also put out there that like you got to trust your eyes, and because I think Scott Schrader was talking. I think he made a post that Kerry Wilder. He thought it was crazy that we didn't go all in on Kerry Wilder and that we transitioned to Luke Wafel, and now look where Luke Wafel's at. He had 23 sacks this year, and the dude was a beast at the All-American Bowl game. So no wonder he was a top target for a lot of schools. So
absolutely.
Now, let me clarify. I'm not saying that these guys won't be starting by any means. I'm just saying it's not going to be given to them.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. We got to go in there and take it.
Oh no, like a lot of these players do have the ability to start right off the bat. Like they're this is that good of a class. So a lot of these players easily could start if they would have went to other schools. Like they're that good. So all right. Any last words before we move on to we can just go into the schedule real quick and we do our little reaction of the schedule.
I'm good.
All right, moving on to the schedule here. Let me go ahead and share my screen so we can take a look at this here. Give me 1 second. Where is it? There it is. So here's the schedule for 2026. There is a game missing, a week 0 game that is missing. So it's only going to show 10 games right here. 11 games, yeah, 11 games. So, and it's going to be a week 0. And from what we have been informed, that it will still be a FBS school. So don't worry, it's not going to break our record of having no FCS schools being scheduled. So, but yeah, so week 1 we have Fresno State. Week 2, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. Interesting. Week 3 we're at Rutgers. Week 4 home against Oregon. We can get our lick back. Week 5 we're at home against Washington. Week 6 we go to Penn State, and I'm sure that's going to be a whiteout game. I would be surprised if it's not. Week 7 is a bye week. Then we go to Wisconsin, and then we have Ohio State at home for week 9. Then we got a bye week right after that, and then we go to Indiana, the reigning national champs. So we'll see how good they are come week 11. And then B. Jones has circled this game ever since it got announced. We have Maryland coming to town, and then we're, of course, at home against UCLA. It's pretty much a home game, so it is what it is. So, yeah, what are you guys' thoughts about this schedule, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, overall, obviously we expected, another tough schedule compared to last year. I think week 3 to week 6 really kind of defines how this year will be. And what I mean by that is, you go all the way to Rutgers, and you got to come back for the Oregon game. You got the Washington game, and you got the Penn State game, right? If you can get at worst into that bye week 1 loss going into that final stretch, week 8 to week 13, I think we would feel really, really good going into, the rest of the year and seeing about potentially making playoffs. So to me, this is a tougher schedule than last year. Not crazy tough in my opinion, just because, again, to me, there's some similarities. I know there's some. I know some of these schools are definitely better than the schools past year, but I would say, Oregon's Oregon, right? We played them last year, we're playing them this year. The game's at home now, right? So I think that is an easier matchup for us. You got the Penn State game at road. To me, that's the Illinois game. You got the Ohio State, it's at home. To me, it's the Michigan game. I'm not saying they are the same school. I'm just saying in that comparison, they're both at home. Both teams are going to have a new OC. Last year they did. Michigan did. Ohio State will have a new OC. Michigan lost a lot of experience on the defense. Ohio State's going to lose a lot of experience on the defense. And then obviously the Indiana game is to me is the Notre Dame game. And then that's just the conference game versus the non-conference game. So that makes it tougher in itself. So yeah, all in all, I like how it's structured at the end of the day. Hopefully we find out who that week 0 game is in the near future. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Which one did you say was the Michigan game?
Ohio State. That would be my similarity in terms of comparing it to last season. So yeah.
I was thinking maybe Washington could be like that, but
that makes sense too. Yeah, it makes sense too. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, B. Jones?
Line them up, man. Don't matter who it is. Right now, honestly, man, like I agree, Guns, as far as the schedule with and his comparisons. But honestly, it's every team that we played last year, whether win or lose, we're in the game, right? In the fourth quarter. Over the last 2 years, we've been in the game. We can play with anybody. The thing that we need to focus on is ourselves, right? So it's really us versus us. So if we can, clean up some things, which it looks like we will be, especially on special teams. I expect to take a big jump. Linebacker play will be, a lot better this year. Discipline in general will be a lot better. I'm telling you, we're gonna look a little different. We're gonna really shock some teams, man. And honestly, I just want to fast forward to week 4 already. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that one's definitely circled for me. We'll definitely be there. I know my boy Zulu will be there front line. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, if y'all come on out, man. If you guys are out of town, make sure you guys bring your bus to the Coliseum for that one.
Yeah, for me, I see people saying that it's brutal. Like looking at who we're playing, yes, but I think the fact that we have them at home, which we were undefeated at home this year, so I think I like our chances. And after watching the Gary Patterson press conference, I feel better about it. But we'll definitely see where they're at. So yeah, Ohio State's going to be interesting to see what they're going to be like at this point. They do have a good running back in Bo Jackson's junior or whatever. Penn State, I think the only reason why this one's kind of going to be tricky is because of Danton Lynn. I'm not sold on who their head coach is at this point, but Danton Lynn, he's going to have extra motivation for this game, I feel like. So. And then, but I do feel like our players are going to be extra motivated too after some of the rumors that kind of went down in his stint at USC. So, but Oregon, yeah, like we're going to be motivated in a lot of these games. The only one that's going to be interesting is going to be the Indiana game because no Fernando Mendoza. A lot of their wide receivers are going to be gone, I feel like. So they just have Nick Marsh, but. They're also reloading too. So I like Curt Cignetti. He's a good coach, great coach actually. I would say he's a great coach at this point. So it's gonna be interesting. I might try to go to the Wisconsin game. So it's not too far for me. Probably like 4 hour drive for me. So not too bad. But I think I might actually try to make the Oregon game. I might try to bypass doing a home game at the beginning of the year and try to go to the Oregon game. I'll try to talk to my mom and see if we can
that's that game and Ohio State are my 2 home games. My buddies are going to try to get me to the Wisconsin game. We'll see about that one. But
Ohio State. Well, if you come to the Wisconsin game, let me know. You can probably just stay at our place and we can just drive over there or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what the chat is saying here. So. Music make him high or make me high. He says Indiana reloaded. Let's see here.
Pull up his other comment. I'm interested about that comment. I don't know about that one.
Matt Campbell is a top 10
coach in college football. I don't know.
What?
What has he really done at Iowa State?
Yeah, can you tell us why you think he is a top 10 coach? Out of Ryan Day, Steve Sarkisian, Lane Kiffin, Curt Cignetti, Kirby Smart. I would even put Utah's coach. Utah's coach. Yeah, like there's a lot of players. There's a lot of coaches I would put over Matt Campbell. So. Yeah. Even what Penn State's other coach that they fired, I'd put him over them.
Right. But either way, I mean, can he rebuild? And how fast?
Sorry.
Wait, full disclosure, fellas, my guy hates Riley, so he will say anything to make Riley look bad. Okay.
Yeah, we're fully aware, Chris. We're experienced with music.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to say about this the schedule here?
Let's go.
Go. And one thing I also want to go back to the recruiting situation. We had 2 players that could have been in this 2026 class too. RJ Sermons and Thanos. That class would have even been way more stacked at that point.
No, too.
And Mark Bowman's supposed to be in 2027 class.
So is Booby, yeah. So I mean, there's definitely some.
Yeah, Booby Feaster, yeah. So, yeah, it's good. But all right, let's go ahead and move away from this here, and let's go ahead and talk about Gary Patterson's press conference today. So it was about a 40-minute press conference. Started off with Lincoln Riley saying that they went through a lot of people for this job. So what was your takeaways from his press conference? We'll start with B. Jones.
very experienced with media, being a former head coach, so it's like nothing for him. He didn't seem nervous at all. It seems like he's ready to go. It's good to learn that he just set his bag down and already got to work. You know what I'm saying? So, we learned that he's been working since he was 8 years old, man. So work is all he knows. And football is all he knows. He spends most of his time watching film, man, while his wife is watching Netflix, he says. So, he's a junkie. He's a football junkie. And, I'm sure he's already broken down what he would have done in certain situations, going back and watching film. And is going to, pretty much correct our run defense immediately. So I'm excited, just for the fellas to really get an experienced coach who's a Hall of Famer, man, and actually, get under him and a guy that's going to motivate him, with him being paired with Mike Eckler as well, man, who's, type. Is the hype guy, the juice that we need, man. I've been saying this for about 3 years now, that we need that kind of coach that's going to bring that type of energy, especially on the defense side of the ball. It's like mandatory, to have that guy. So, I'm ready, man. I'm just ready to get going.
Definitely. What about you, Guns?
Yeah, B. Jones said it perfectly, I thought, in terms of football junkie, right? Dude just pretty much watched film the last 5 years, it seems like. Learned a lot, sounds like, as well, from Texas and a little bit of Baylor, even though he was there for a little bit of time. To me, it seems he's about relationships, being having trust with the players, trust with the staff, right? So he doesn't want to go, 2 steps ahead and miss a step where it could hurt himself. So he's definitely gonna, take his time in some aspect. But yeah, you could tell that he's, very eager, very excited. He's got experience. Indiana's the big thing right now, right? Well, he said that his match quarters, or whatever you want to call it, is very similar to Indiana's. So, I liked hearing that, just in terms of that standpoint. But yeah, you could tell he knew how to talk with the media, right? His experience as a head coach for that time. And got me going. I'm very excited to hear what happens in the spring and into fall. And glad we got him at the end of the day. So.
Yep, I definitely like the fact that he opened up with why he hasn't been a coach for the past 3 years. If people didn't catch it, of course, it's because he wanted to be in the Hall. He had a goal set to be into the Hall of Fame, and you have to be. You can't be a coach within 3 years or so to qualify for the Hall of Fame. And so he kind of took a step back, and he was just learning from a lot of coaches, Texas, Baylor. He says he's been to a lot of other places. I can't remember what he named off, but it was good to hear that. And like B. Jones was saying, that Mike Eckler, he says he doesn't need any Red Bull, that he has enough juice for everyone. So he doesn't need B. Jones's special juice, like USCJ would say. Christen, it's on Inside Troy's YouTube channel. They have the whole interview up, and they all have whenever they ask questions, they do have a microphone, so you can actually hear their questions. So it's good. The one thing that people have been kind of stuck on is a certain word that he said in there, the Riz word. Like people cringed about that a little bit, but it is what it is. Like I'm excited that he said that this is not going to be a total Gary Patterson defense. Like it's pretty much evolved at this point, so it has to evolve since from when he started, from 1998 or whatever to now. So he's definitely going to hopefully evolve with the times and pick up where he needs to be at for USC. So, but yeah. Anything else you guys took away from his interview, B. Jones or Guns?
No, nothing that hasn't been said.
What about you, Guns?
Yeah, good here as well. Sorry.
All right. Well, let's see here. I thought we'd talk a little bit more, a little bit longer here, but let me go ahead and open up in the chat here. But yeah. We still don't have any word on Coach Henney quite yet, but I feel like Coach Henney's going to stay. Like it, from what I saw, like some of the message boards, that he's still weighing out his options.
Yep.
But, I wouldn't be surprised if he does come back. What are you talking about, Fight on Natties? What WTF happened with your hair? Yeah, I got a haircut. Okay, got a haircut.
Well, we can't mention as well, the new safety coach is not official yet, but Paul Gonzalez.
Yes.
From
Baylor.
Yeah, from Baylor, worked with Gary at TCU. Experienced safeties coach. Developed some good guys back at TCU with Gary. So excited for him to join board. I thought it was interesting. There was a nugget about the whole safeties coach, and we were looking at Notre Dame's DB coach, Mike Mickens, I believe is the full name, but he ultimately accepted the Ravens job. Totally understandable. But I thought that was interesting in the whole safety search. So
that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely.
We take their GM, then we take their safeties coach. Who knows? Maybe we take their DC after that, or not anymore. But yeah, other than that, I put the link in the chat. So if you guys want to jump in, let us know. You can let us know what you thought about Gary Patterson. Let's see here.
All right, your name is Josh Gates. If your name is Josh Gates, you are not allowed to call in today. All right.
Yeah, no, Josh.
Why not?
He's feeling himself a little bit right now.
That's good. What's that?
Interesting. I need to know the backstory on this.
Music makes me hide your question. The CB coach, that's going to be Reed still, so no changes with Coach Reed. So it was just the safety coach was the change.
All right, and speak of the devil here, we got Music Make Me High. What's going on?
Oh, there we go.
Gentlemen, how y'all doing?
All right,
I ain't gonna talk. I ain't trying to Lincoln Riley, man.
Yeah, don't beat up on Riley too much. Man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about Lincoln Riley tonight. It's not a Lincoln Riley. But I do have a question though. What do you guys think about the new cornerback coach?
He's the safeties coach, actually. He hasn't been officially announced, but I don't know too much about him, so I can't really kind of make any kind of assessment on him. So
he's a local guy. I believe San Jose. So in the state area. I thought that was cool. Actually played baseball growing up, it sounded like, and then transitioned to coaching football and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely experienced. Again, seems like more of a developer type of guy, which I think is what we need. I mean, at the end of the day, from a recruiting standpoint, you got Bowden in the front office, right? So, I mean, that's really their main job is recruiting and stuff like that. So, you could see that more of a shift maybe in college football as schools get have GMs and stuff where you have more developers and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it just comes to relationships for position coach. So as long as you can get that relationship, you should be fine. So
now he came from Baylor, right? Was he the safety coach at Baylor or cornerback coach at Baylor?
Yeah,
correct. Yeah, he just this past year. Yeah, he just signed with them. Yeah.
Okay, so he was up under Dave Aranda also then. So he might be pretty good. We'll see. He's got a lot of talent to work with.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Gary had a couple of Thorpe Award winners, and while he was with him, so I expect him, to come here and do the same. He'll be having the most talent that he's ever had as well. He's known for development, so you add that talent with that development, man. I think we're gonna have a good outcome with this guy.
Yeah, he did mention like in his press conference he wasn't used to seeing the size that we have on the defensive line, so that's definitely a good sound. A good sign because he still had some good defenses at TCU, but the fact that he's working with like high quality players now, which should bode well for us.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about it, I thought about this all last week. I remember TCU defenses; their defensive line were like real small and compact. They never had like the bigger guys on a defensive line. So he has a lot of talent. I can't. Like I said, I'm not for sure about Gary Patterson as of yet. I've never seen him just strictly focus on defense. But we'll see though. And like I said before, with USC, the main problem has been defense. It's always been defense in Lincoln Riley's term. It's always been defense.
Right.
So I'm just really hoping that that Gary Patterson can fix this. And the Oregon game is going to be the test for me. If USC can beat Oregon with this upgraded defense, I don't think there'll be a problem for the rest of the season. But it depends upon that Oregon game. And the only reason I'm worried about that one is because they had to go all the way to Rutgers, then come back, which is crazy.
Yeah, good point. And they got Portland, right? So that's pretty much a bye week for them, essentially. So, yeah.
And then, like I said, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, they're bringing back some talent too. So,
yep.
And then also too, I just hope that Lincoln Riley and the coaching staff play some of those freshmen, man. So I really do think those freshmen are going to make an impact this year. At least 10 of them, I believe, are going to make an impact.
Yeah, easily. I think Luke Wayful, Jamian Winfield's going to make a difference on the defensive side. Rock Hill could easily make a difference as well in the cornerback room. So it's definitely going to be interesting. And we all know that Trent Mosley is going to have a good chance to get in there at wide receiver, same with KDW. So I'm excited for this freshman class. Like this is going to be a defining class for USC.
Well, I think it's the class for USC. This is going to be the turning point for not just only USC, but also Lincoln Riley too, because he can't make no excuses, man. We've given him everything he needs.
Yep.
There's no excuses.
Facts.
Not this time. So, like I said, the schedule is a little bit daunting. And I did say a couple of weeks ago, if he didn't at least make the playoffs, he was going to get fired. Which I'm about 20% sure that it'll probably happen. But I think if he can beat just like the Ohio State, maybe Indiana, Oregon and stuff like that, he might be able to save his life. So,
Yeah, if he has some good key victories in there, I do feel like it's a playoff or bust. But if we can get some good victories against Ohio State, it definitely shows that it's improving. But I think. Go ahead.
I say also schedule, but I won't get back to that. You go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Oh no, yeah, I was just saying that what Guns was saying before, if we can go into the bye week, what was it, 6-1 or so, just with one loss, and hopefully it's not against Oregon. That's the one game I don't want to lose. Penn State, sure, because it's at Penn State, that's a tough place to play. I just can't lose. I just don't want to lose to Oregon another year in a row. So.
Well, also, too, the time is going to make a difference, too, of when these games are going to be played. But normally, since these are probably going to be bigger games, they're probably played at night. So that could be a favor of USC or it could hurt them. It just depends. I don't think, the Oregon game, the Ohio State game, the Indiana game, but the Indiana game might be played during the day. But I know the Oregon game is probably played at night. The Ohio State game is going to be played at night probably. So it also depends upon, what time they play these games as well.
I think the Oregon game could be a game day game.
Both should be on the field. Yeah, so.
So like I said, I'm just hyped up, man. I do give Lincoln Riley his flack because he deserves it. But this season is going to be like a turning point season for USC. I believe this is the season to see exactly where we're at. You got the junior day this weekend, so we'll see what happens with those recruits as well. But so far, they've made the right decisions. Finally got a special teams coach after 4 years or 5 years. So, we'll see what happens, man.
Hell, if we had that special teams coach for that Oregon game, we probably could have squeaked out that victory because they had that kickoff return that definitely changed the whole not the whole outcome, but just the vibe of that game.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. But I've just been very shocked that Lincoln Riley has never ever had a special teams coach since he's been I think he had one at USC a couple of years ago.
I don't think he had one strictly special teams now.
Yeah, I think he may have been his secondary title was special teams, but he spent majority of his time with the tight ends.
Okay.
So
yeah, so like I said, man, it's just this roster is filled out, the coach staff is filled out. Like I said, Coach Henny and other coaches, they're still up in the air. Hopefully they do stay. But we'll see though, man. Like I said, I'm really excited for the season, man. Spring training and stuff like that, man. And just hearing everybody talk about USC football, man. This is like I said, a down time for us, but it's a good time for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
before you get out of your music, Chris has a question for you.
Oh, hold on.
He said, "Who is the better USC coach, Riley or Hackett?"
That's a rough one, man.
Oh, come on, music, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna give it to Riley because he at least got Caleb Williams Heisman, and like I said, man, he's not a bad coach. Like he's not like a top 10 coach. Okay, he's not a top 10 coach, but he's a highly paid quarterbacks coach. $10 million a year, man. Come on, dude. That's what I'm saying. Oh, one more thing too before I get off, man. I'm gonna tell you something about Matt Campbell. Now I know y'all discuss about Matt Campbell. At Iowa State, Matt Campbell did not have a lot of talent. And we know he didn't. Who want to go to Iowa State? Who want to go play for Iowa State? Nobody. Even though they did have a number one tight end and a transfer porter, and number one cornerback in a transfer porter. That's only 2 players, man. You are giving Matt Campbell Penn State, a place where they have talent. And I'm telling you now, it may not happen this year, it may not happen next year, but Matt Campbell will be competing for the national championship. I'm telling you now, he's a damn good coach.
There's a lot of coaches that can compete for the national championship. Doesn't mean that they're good.
Okay, well, I'm telling you now. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised the man wins 10 games this season. Don't be surprised.
So who's better, Ed Orgeron or Matt Campbell?
Oh.
Well, Ed Orgeron won a national championship. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people would just say that he had the talent around him.
But as far as X's and O's, I'm gonna say Matt Campbell because listen, man. Anytime you get Brock Purdy in the NFL to be a functional quarterback, you're pretty good.
Well, he was Mr. Irrelevant, so he was picked last, and then he also went to a very, very good situation.
Yeah, but still though, Brock Purdy, dog, Iowa State. How can you, Mr. Irrelevant? How can you function there?
Well, Joe Flacco was at Delaware,
but Joe Flacco was in a good situation with Baltimore.
Same with Purdy.
No, Purdy's a pretty good quarterback, man.
I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but I'm just saying it all depends on the situation. Sam Darnold went to a horrible situation, top 3 pick, and they called him a bum for the longest time, and now he got to a good situation.
No, but Sam Darnold was always good. Like I said, he was the last USC quarterback to win a big game for USC in the Rose Bowl. Nobody else has done that. So
are you saying Clay Helton's better coach than Matt Campbell?
Clay Helton's probably better coach than Lincoln Riley.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what I'm saying. Right. But like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, the Big Ten is the best conference in college football this year, man. They got the best coaches in college football from up to down, man. So we'll see.
But I'm glad actually people are finally saying that now. Like even what's his name? Paul Feinbaum has finally admitted to it.
Paul Feinbaum can't help it because he was a Tennessee grad. He cheers for Alabama. He gets confused sometimes. But the comment he made a few years ago was when Ohio State played Alabama, and I remember him saying that Ohio State came and played in the backyard with Alabama, and that's when they had the 2 quarterbacks that went down. 12 gauge came in and beat them and stuff like that. After that, man, he's been just irrelevant ever since.
Yeah,
nobody listens to Paul Feinbaum, man, except people in the South, because the people in the South are entertaining, not Paul Feinbaum.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say before we get you out of here?
Man, no, I appreciate y'all, man. Keep on with the content, man. And like I said, to everybody else that does USC content, man, keep fighting on because, me being in Florida, I don't ever get to hear about what's going on in California, Southern California, and stuff like that as far as USC. So keep on doing what y'all doing, man. I appreciate y'all.
All
I
right,
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too, man. All right, we'll talk to you later.
And remember, Lincoln Riley sucks.
You had to say that and then dip
I
right
did.
after that. Oh God, of course. All right, what's going on, Mitchell?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're
Doing
doing
good.
good. How about you?
Good. Sam Darnold, I mean, he also played for the 49ers. Maybe Kyle Shanahan has a little sprinkling. He baptizes these quarterbacks. It turns them quarterbacks around, even Mac Jones. Hey, Sam Darnold's going to be the first. He's going to be, I guess you know this already. He's going to be the first quarterback from USC to start a Super Bowl game, which is hard to believe with all the good quarterbacks we've had. We haven't had any superstars, but I think we had plenty of our share of good quarterbacks. Carson Palmer, Evans, quite a few quarterbacks that we've had. I couldn't believe that none of them had started in a Super Bowl game. Of course, our schedule has to be hard. I mean, look at Notre Dame. You know, their schedule I think got a little easier than from last year. But I think Penn State is not that hard. I mean, all I was leaving to the NFL. I see 7 or 8 games that I feel confident in. It's just these other 4 games. Of course, we have to get the Ducks in Ohio State. And my computer here is going on and off, so it must be my tablet, not yours. I just think I'm glad we got a couple of coaches to help with the defense. And are we doing any more recruiting for 26, or we're already starting recruiting for 27, 28, it just makes my mind boggling. I hope we can see these freshmen this coming year getting games, as many as possible.
Yeah.
Are they going to be worried about the red trading, or we need all the talent, we need all the help we can get?
I think Chad and Lincoln are kind of banking on this. I think they're banking on this freshman class to make a huge contribution this season. But we'll definitely see it as long as we can just put the right people in, the best people in. Like if they're showing out in practice, put them in. Don't try to hold them back just because you want them to redshirt. So
I hope so, especially those defensive linemen, defensive tackles that we have coming in. And we lost a few. And who's the number one player? I forgot his name. Wolf is his name?
Luke Wafel.
Luke Wafel. Great. And one more thing. Do you think Miller Moss gets drafted? Do you think he has a chance of getting drafted, Miller Moss?
I think he can be a late round pick.
Late round pick?
I think so.
Okay. Purdy was a late round pick. So was Tom Brady. But, okay. Thanks for taking my call, and talk to you next week, I guess.
All right. Appreciate it, Mitchell.
All right. Stay blessed.
Mitchell.
Fight on.
Oh,
What's going on, Leon?
Leon.
With the new logo.
Jones, Blackiechainz, Guns, what's happening?
Doing
It's
good.
going.
Man.
How's it going, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm excited, man, because my father's from Cleveland, Ohio. He's a former football player. He was recruited by Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, Brown, a bunch of different colleges, and he and I go back and forth ever since I was a little boy about USC versus Ohio State, and now we get to see it in the college. So we flying out for that game.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. But yo, man, I think I got us going maybe 11-1, man. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of winnable games. And if the coaches that we hired do what they supposed to do, we toughen up a little bit on special teams, man. Some of these games that we think gonna be hard may not be all that hard, man.
I agree.
I might sound like a little bit of a sunshine pumper a little bit, but I just have a lot of faith in Gary Patterson.
No, I mean, but the reality is, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead, B. Jones.
The reality is, as much as we hate to hear it, when Lincoln says it, he's telling the truth. We're not far off. You know what I mean? So, like I mentioned earlier, man, we just need to correct the little things. Well, need to emphasize the little things. Not, they're not really little things. You know what I'm saying? Like special teams and,
Right.
being gaps down and, discipline. So, which is, all signs point to that's where we're focusing this offseason. So, I really do think that we're going to shock a lot of people this year.
What was it back in 2024 where Lincoln Riley kept saying we're a play away here, we're a play away there. In 2025, those tight games, we won them. And then, look at Notre Dame and also look at what was the other game I was just thinking about? Oregon. We were winning those games, and it was a special teams breakdown and let them take the lead. Now, were we going to win those games? I don't know, but you take those special team blunders out of there and anything could happen, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're closer than what people think.
Yeah, the Oregon game, we definitely had the special team blunders, the one where we tried to hop the center that gave them a first down. Like, we had that a few times, and I don't know why that kept being an issue for us. And then they had that kickoff return. Like, if we could have just avoided some of those, I think we had a real legit chance of making the playoffs. Like, the whole situation, like, if we just, even that Illinois game, if we just held on, like, if our defense could have just held on a little bit longer, we could have easily have been just 11-1 with that loss to Notre Dame, because Notre Dame, they ran the ball down our throat. But like Illinois and Oregon, easily winnable games.
Well, Blackiechainz, let's look at that Illinois game. If the general would have just stayed on side and that Mekhi Lemon touchdown wasn't called back. And I talked about this on Twitter, during the game. One of the guys who does officiating for both the NFL and college football said that Desmond Stevens jumping through the gap is not a penalty. He said that multiple times. If you jump over top of them, yes. If you jump through the gap, it's not a penalty. So that was just a bad call. But shouldn't be doing it anyway. But it was a bad call.
Right.
Yeah, but either way, I'm glad that we do have a special teams coordinator. So, and from what we understand, Nebraska's not happy that we took him. So,
I'm happy he's here, man. We need the linebacker on your college football team needs to be a firecracker.
Yeah, they need to be the tone setters.
Yeah, and hopefully the players take his intensity and show it on the field. Like, they should be the ones that they should be running around pushing everybody and mushing people and being the physical ones on the team. You know what I'm saying? It starts with them. So we'll see what happens this year.
Definitely.
But listen, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Just wanted to come on. I'm staying up a little bit late tonight so I can catch y'all, man. Appreciate what you guys do, man.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Hey, go check out Leon's channel, right? Tough Style, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I've been cycling, man, for like the last 6 months, man. And I started a new channel, so if you want to follow me and get some information on cycling and staying healthy, like, that's the biggest thing, man. Being healthy. We all getting a little bit older.
Yes.
You got, your heart's the most important organ in your body, man. So yeah, let's come swing by, check out some of the videos. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man. Fight on.
Man, fight on.
All right. Well, we really appreciate all the callers that we've had today. Even Music Maker saying that Matt Campbell is a better coach than Lincoln Riley. We really appreciate you too. But yeah, and J-Rod's in the house. Fight on, J-Rod. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes, I do. I'm so tired of hearing people get on Christian Pierce's case off that one play.
Dude was blowing people up about it right now in the chat.
Well, no, not on the chat.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
There's been a few people in their content, some of our content creators, and their content is pretty down on Christian Pierce. And all of a sudden he sucks. Like, he ain't been killing it all season. The dude was killing it all season. You know what I mean? They want to judge him off that one play.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. It's crazy talk. If you know anything about ball, man, you watch Christian Pierce play this year, you know that he's a baller. So I don't know what y'all talking about, man.
I don't know what Music Make Me High is talking about. 10-3 his first year for Penn State. They lost pretty much their whole roster to Virginia Tech.
Hey, I'm talking about Christian Pierce right now.
Sorry. Sorry. No, but that is true. Like, literally, he's been balling for us. Like, when we needed him to step up, he was in the rotation. Like, he never really had any egregious situations, and you're just pinpointing one situation. Come on.
It's crazy.
So I have a question. I mean, it's very early, but I think it's fair to still ask the question. Who is one player you think could can get into the starting lineup that wasn't in the starting lineup with Gary Patterson's scheme.
Also, not a freshman, not an incoming freshman.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a freshman. It would be an existing player. Yeah, so not the freshman. It would be an existing player that really wasn't in rotation, you could say.
When you say lineup, do you mean starter or just in rotation?
Just in rotation, yeah. Just too deep, I guess. It would be, at least, in your opinion, just somebody that could potentially make an impact.
Easy. Marquise Gallegos.
Yeah, that's
probably the yeah.
Yeah, that's the number one guy too. Yeah,
maybe Elijah Newby as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Just curious, just curious, and see if maybe anybody from the chat can thoughts. But yeah, I would say Marquise is my number one. Because Gary's scheme, you need that true free safety coverage guy, right? To me, we have a lot of, personally in the box, safeties in a way, right? Not true coverage guys. So I think really this could really help out Marquise's, college. Yeah. So we'll see.
Why is Carter saying Thanos? He's definitely going to ball out easily.
Yeah, that's a given, man.
Yeah.
Like he was playing 75%, you would say.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that I'm just saying, the guys that I told you guys about that past spring that balled out, man, I think they're going to get their fair shot. Marquise is one of them, Isaiah Rubin, and Elijah Newby. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like it's going to be kind of a I think USCJ said it the best. Like it's an open competition at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
As it should be.
Yeah. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Jaden Ramos could get some shine in there as well.
Yep.
I could see that. I mean, he's definitely one of the true pass rushers in a way. So.
Yeah. All right. Any last words before we get out of here now? All right. Well, we're going to be getting out of here. We should be back in on Sunday. Sorry for not having a show on this last Sunday. We just didn't have too much information going on, but we'll be back on Sunday. And until next time, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. And until next time, fight on.
Fight on.